Teen Gamer here, and there are two characters I have to make a video on for the test runs, Chasca and Auroron. So starting off, we're gonna be doing Chasca because she's the first one. So yeah. Well, I am gonna be going into this semi-blind because I already know what her kit is. Same with Auroron, but basically, Chasca is just a Animo DPS. You'll see what I mean once we dive into Chasca's gameplay. So, she is just a, I guess she's just Wanderer, but, she flies on a gun. You'll see what I mean. So, well, we're gonna be going in right here. Alright, so, now, I guess we can just pull out the gun mode. Yeah, there we go. As you see there, look at that. It's literally just, creative mode flight, as you see there. Alright. We're gonna be going down. Yeah, it looks like it is just creative mode flight for Chasca, so that is pretty interesting. So that means that Wanderer, eat your heart out, I guess, because now we have a new best exploration character in the game now. But as you see here, it looks like it is pretty good. As long as you have like a constant flow of Felicigen, I think you should be fine, because you can just like fly through all of these and just be like a-okay. But yeah, looks like she is pretty fast though in the air, but it looks like she does burn through a lot of her things. All right, we can just do the charge attack here. Yeah, as you see there, kablamo. And then we can just do some normals right there. Yeah, it's just pretty typical like Chasca gameplay. All right, we're gonna be going for right here, just doing some bursts. But as you see here, Chasca's main mechanic is that she needs multiple elements on the team, so she's able to trigger swirl. So when I do a charge attack right here, as you see there, it has a lot of bullets. So yeah, you can just spam these, and then you can just do like a bajillion damage right there. Yeah. You can just keep doing this until you run out of Felicigen or you run out of Night Soul Blessing. But yeah, it looks like she is pretty broken for the most part. You can cancel it anytime, of course, just like Wanderer. I'm pretty sure in Natlan it's gonna be lasting pretty long, but in like, I guess like around like Spiral Abyss like content, maybe it only lasts for like a couple seconds right here. Yeah, but it looks like it is pretty broken. You're able to get at least like 1 or 2 of these charge attacks in, or maybe 3 if you like optimally do it with Chasca. But yeah, looks like she is just pretty basic overall. Alright, let's do the burst again. And then yeah, look at that. Kablamo! Pretty nice. Alright. Okay, now we're just gonna be going into the character thing just to see Chasca's build. So yeah, as I said before, it just looks like Chasca is just like a Animo. She could be either an Animo driver or an Animo DPS, but I'm pretty sure her best role is Animo DPS, because she is able to swirl a lot, and she is going to be on the battlefield for the most part if you are going to be going into her Night Soul Blessing state. So yeah. Alright, we're going to be looking at her stats here. So, crit rate, crit damage, it looks pretty decent. Energy recharge looks pretty good. She has a all Animo or all damage bonus, and res as well because she is in a mixed elemental comp. So yeah. Weapon right here, Astral Vulture's Crimson Plumage is her best weapon. Sadly, I can't get this weapon because I still have to save up for Malvika. But it is a pretty good weapon for Chasca if you are going to be maining her, because she is able to get a lot of attack for swirl reactions, and she's able to increase her charge attack and her burst damage, which is really good. So yeah, a pretty good weapon. Artifact set, Obsidian Codex. Yep, this is definitely her best 4-piece set, because you're able to just get a lot of crit rate when you are able to just do like a bajillion damage. So basically you just want to maximize as much crit damage as you can for Chasca, so that she's able to just perform these like really big bullet Animo swirl damage like bombs. So yeah. If you are going to be running her as an Animo driver, then this might not be her best 4-piece. Her best 4-piece, if you are going to be using her as an Animo driver, so for example, like a similar role like Kazuha or Sucrose or Venti. You can't use Viridescent. Viridescent is really good since she is able to swirl all the elements, so you can just swirl like Pyro, Electro, Cryo, and Hydro at the same time, and you're able to just get like a bajillion like Viridescent like stacks with the elemental res decrease, which is pretty good. But if you are just gonna be running her for main DPS, and that is what Hoyo is trying to make you run, a main DPS Chasca, then 4-piece Obsidian Codex is her best 4-piece set. Alright, we can look at constellations right now, but we're gonna be going for talents because talents is really important for her before her constellations. Alright, let's see here. So her normal attack is just pretty basic. Her charge attack does an aim shot. It's just really basic normal attack, really. As for her elemental skill, this is really unique. So when she goes into her elemental skill, she goes into the gun state. She's able to do AoE, animal damage. She gets increased movement speed when she's in there. So basically just think of her as like a female wanderer. When you can do normals or you can do charge attacks. If you do the charge attack, you're able to multi-target people and just load up any elemental shells. The first three, I'm pretty sure the first three shells are, or the first 2 or 3 shells are Animo, and then the rest of it are just your team's element. So if you have like Zhongling, you can just get a Pyro bullet for official, Electro, Diona, Cryo, and then like if you're in like Xingqiu or something, you could just get like a Hydro bullet. So yeah, but you mainly want to run her on a mixed elemental comp. If not, you can make way, or you can like make do with like 2 elements, so probably like a double Pyro into like a Hydro or Cryo or something like that. But either way, you just want at least 2 or 3 elements on her team to just maximize her Night Soul Blessing state. So yeah, that's basically it for here. They also explained the Shadow Hunt shells. As you see there, you can just convert those bullets into these elements and just do the corresponding damage, which is really, really good. So yeah, pretty great overall. You can just make her like a DPS or a animal driver. So yeah, as for burst, it's basically the same thing as her elemental skill. She is able to just shoot bullets fast and able to do these types of elemental damage if you have the corresponding party members on your team. So yeah, pretty great. All right, let's see her passives. So her passives are extremely good. So right here, she's able to get a lot of mileage off of her elemental skill right here. So it depends on how many characters you have on the team right there. 33, 66, 100% chance for each type to trigger a spirit binding conversion and cause a 3rd Shadow Hunt shell to load into the cylinder. And you're able to just do corresponding elemental damage. So yeah, so she's basically able to just get 1 extra bullet, which is pretty nice overall. So yeah, pretty great. As for her other passive talent right here, she's able to get a bunch of elemental damage again, as well as you see here, 150% of damage dealt by the elemental type. Really good. So both of her passive talents just help her do more elemental damage because well, her damage is mainly aligned to like Animo, so probably the best cup is not animal damage. Her best cup is attack. Yeah, because you're gonna be doing Pyro, Hydro, Cryo, and Electro damage as well, and that counts for her damage. So you have to run attack percent. Attack percent is probably gonna be your best mileage out of all of the cups. If you are going to be running her exclusively on like an element type, let's say like Pyro only, then of course you can just run Pyro damage. If you are going to be running her exclusively on Hydro, you can just probably run like Hydro damage bonus. But her most part, if you want to balance her out and just have her like have these multiple types, then you can just run like attack percent like cup. Pretty good. This is just your typical Natlin overworld passive where she's able to just get Felicigen when she does her elemental skill. Really nothing to it. And right here is another passive talent right here, overworld. She's able to get Felicigen every time you defeat an enemy, which is great. This means that you're just able to steamroll enemies and then just keep flying. So yeah, pretty great. All right, constellations. I am going into this blind, so let's see what her constellations are. All right, C1. Cylinder, the Restless Roulette. When triggering the passive talent Bullet Trick's Spirit Binding conversion, the second Shadow Hunt shell loaded into the cylinder will be additionally converted into a shiny Shadow Hunt shell. The chance to trigger Spirit Binding conversion is increased. If there are party members who meet the elemental conversion type requirements, the chance to trigger Spirit Binding conversion is increased by 33.3% up to a maximum of 100. So this means that this reduces the requirement needed for her conversion thing right here for Shadow Hunt shells. So the normal passive without the constellation is that you need at least 3 elemental types on your team that are different. For this constellation, you only need 2. That means that your team flexibility is even more well, flexible. So yeah, so you can just run like 2 elemental type comps instead of 3 elemental type comps, which is pretty good. It means that she's able to slot in teams better. So yeah. Alright, Constellation 2, Muzzle the Searing Smoke. When Chasca takes the field, she will obtain 1 stack of Spirit of the Radiant Shadow from the passive talent Bullet Trick. You must first unlock the passive talent Bullet Trick for this effect. In addition, when the Shining Hunt Shadow Hunt shells from Spirit Rain's Shadow Hunt's multi-target fire hit opponents, they will deal AoE elemental damage of the corresponding elemental type of the Shining Shadow Hunt shells equal to 400% of Chasca's attack. This damage is considered charge attack damage. This effect can be triggered each time Chasca uses multi-target fire. So this means that your elemental damage does AoE damage, and you just get more damage off of her attack. This is the reason why you want to build her with attack, by the way, is because look at this. Mostly everything is skilled off of her attack, so you want to at least like give her like some attack. So that's why I say that cup is her best, or attack percent is her best cup stat, and that is because of this. So yeah. Alright, so Constellation 3 Rain's her Careful Control just increases the level of Spirit Rain's Shadow Hunt by 3. That is her right here elemental skill. So yeah. As for C4, Sparks the Sudden Shot. When the Radiant Soul Seeker shells from Soul Reaper's Fatal Round hits opponents, they'll restore 1.5 elemental energy to Chasca and deal AoE elemental damage of the corresponding elemental type of the Radiant Soul Seeker shells, equal to 400% of Chasca's attack. This damage is considered charge attack damage. The aforementioned corresponding elemental AoE damage effect can be triggered once each time Chasca uses Soul Reaper's Fatal Round. This means that, well, her Soul Reaper Fatal Rounds just do more damage and she's able to get her energy back, meaning that you just do burst damage. Yep, this is another way for her to get her burst faster, which is really good. And she's able to do extra damage on top of that. Pretty nice. For Constellation 5, Brim of the Sand Shadow's Silhouette increases her burst by 3 levels. And that's basically it. For Constellation 6, Showdown the Glory of Battle, this is the whale skill. So let's see what it is. Chasca's multi-fire or multi-target fire charge time is decreased, and after the passive talent Bullet Trick's Spirit Binding conversion is triggered, Chasca will gain the Fatal Round state. For the next 3 seconds, the next time Chasca uses Spirit Rain's Shadow Hunt's multi-target fire, the shots will finish charging instantly, and the crit damage of that instance of multi-target's fires, Shadow Hunt shells, and Shining Shadow Hunt shells increase by 120%. One Fatal Round's effect can be triggered once every 3 seconds. This makes her a machine gun. So when she does the multi-target fire thing, it instantly, as you see here, it says instantly finishes charging, and your crit damage gets increased by 120%. This means that you're just gonna be doing like nukes. She's gonna be shooting nukes. Yeah. If that is not broken, I don't know what is. But in C6, she's probably gonna be like the best animal DPS in the game, hands down, no doubt about it. So yeah. And that's it for Chasca right there. Pretty interesting character overall. I would say that she is probably the best animal DPS in the game, like no questions asked. Does better damage than Wanderer. She is able to do like elemental swirls without having to be like using Farazan. You don't have to use Farazan for Chasca. So basically Chasca's just gonna be doing like a bajillion damage. Yeah, nothing to be said. So anyways, that is it for this Chasca test run video. If you guys enjoy the video, and if you want to support the channel, be sure to leave a like and subscribe. It really does mean a lot if you do support the channel. Helps me keep me motivated and making more videos for you guys. So again, thank you guys so much for supporting the channel. If you do that, without you guys I wouldn't be here. So again, thank you guys so much for supporting the channel. As for the comments down below, what do you think of Chasca? You think she's great? You think she's bad? Do you think that she replaces Wander, or you think Wander is still the best animal DPS in the game? Let me know in the comments down below. I really want to see what you guys think about Chasca. Maybe you guys still think Wander is the best, or maybe you think like Chasca is the best. But yeah, let me know in the comments down below. I'll reply to you as soon as I can. And as always, thank you guys for watching this Chasca test run video, and I'll see you guys in the next Genshin, or at least in this case, gacha video.